How's it going, Big K.A.? We back in this thing. Came too good. He sleep with K.A.Vuitton. You know the big dog want to. So he here to talk about Karrahbooo. Karrahbooo's back. She back again. Guess who's back? Karrahbooo. You heard me. So Big Karrahbooo's here to talk about Lil Yachty. She basically is asserting some ghostwriter claims on Yachty this time. As you know, the whole running thing is basically whatever argument they had or whatever have you. Yachty was mad as hell. He went on live, exposed her, also had some shit to say about Mitch in the podcast, The Safe Place, which we're probably not getting back. But besides all that, he basically went in on her, said he writes most of her stuff. He's been ghostwriting for her. Had evidence that he wrote the whole On the Radar freestyle. It was a whole verse. But besides all that, what was I gonna say? Shit. Yeah, basically saying like, yeah, she needs a ghostwriter, she needs a writer or whatever. Now that Karrahbooo's like music career is like in limbo, because again, I don't know how she signed to Yachty or she signed to Concrete Boys as an imprint or label or whatever have you. But she kind of has business dealings with him. She can't, I guess, really drop music, and in a sense, she's being silenced or shelved, if you will. You know, as the videos I've dropped on this have come. But now she is accusing Lil Yachty of using a team of writers on his Psychic Rock album. Was this, like, did he recently drop this? Was his album beforehand? Let's see. Let's read this shit. So, things got messy following Karrahbooo's departure from the Concrete Boys. After hearing that she was speaking poorly about him and the rest of the group, Lil Yachty went after her in a fiery rant. He accused her of being verbally abusive, lying for sympathy, and much more. He even alleged that he wrote all of her music for her. Quote from Yachty: "I've given you a career, and time you just disrespect me." He said at the time, "I wrote every effing verse you've done. I dressed you," which is crazy to say. She vehemently denied this and quickly accused him of bullying. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't speak today. Sorry about that. "Put it on your kid. I ain't write these songs, Miles." She fired back. "Stop bullying me, big dog. I never said anything. You letting random fans get in your head. Man up." So Karrahbooo, this is Yachty on DDG's podcast. I forgot DD. Oh, she went on DDG's podcast. Okay. Karrahbooo went on DDG's podcast to say Lil Yachty had a team of writers on his album. Let's start here. Oh, okay. Which on... wouldn't surprise me. Not to say I don't believe Yachty could do that album by himself, but it was a very experimental album. It was something we've never really heard from him before, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had some writers, some help on that album, honestly. And it was a great album too. If you haven't heard it, I would say go check it out, man. Now it appears as though she's decided to give him a taste of his own medicine. During her appearance on DDG's No Ordinary podcast, she accused Lil Yachty of using a team of writers on his 2023 Psychic Rock album, Let's Start Here. You know what's crazy? Both used writers for Let's Start Here, she alleged. He had a whole team of writers. Like, what are you doing, bro? At the time of writing, Lil Yachty has yet to respond. Her remarks arrive only weeks after she claimed that soulless people in the industry were trying to tear her down in a cryptic post. "It never goes good," she wrote on her Instagram story at the time. These people would do anything so they can hurt you and make you look crazy in the media. When these victims try to tell their truth, they just end up receiving so much backlash and hate, no one believes them. What do you think about Karrahbooo accusing Yachty? See, this is my thing. This could just be a tit for tat. She just like, oh, you said what about me? I'm gonna say what about you? You ain't gonna play me like that. So that's what I think about that. Now, again, I don't know. We got Yachty's response, so we also gonna get into that as well. I was gonna make a separate video, but I'm not fucking this shit right too short. So fuck it, we're gonna do a 2-for-1 in the video. You hear me? 2-for-1. All right, let's get this shit cracking a little bit. You hear me? All right, let me find this shit real quick. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This news cycle, I know, side note, while I pull up the article, this news cycle is gonna be about Dirk. This whole Dirk shit is gonna be about it. All right, here we go. Load, hurry the fuck up, thank you. Lil Yachty breaks the silence on the ghostwriting allegations after shade from Karrahbooo. So let's see, I'm kind of skimming through it because it's just reiterating what I just read. So, here we go. No one has ever wrote for me ever, just for the record, Lil Yachty claimed. Of course, it's very difficult to have writers for a psychic rock album than it is for a regular hip hop album, but the weight behind them still feels given Yachty's place in the culture. Also, he launched ghostwriting allegations of his own against Karrahbooo, who claims they clashed over her not wanting writers during her time at Concrete Boys. They both claim to have receipts and have shared some of them, but it's all still a very, very he said, she said beef for the most part. As for individual endeavors, Yachty will join Tyler on tour. She recently released her single SBM and continues to distance herself from Lil Yachty and the Hey, at least she dropped a single. There was a point she was not dropping music at all. So I'm actually happy she's actually dropping music. I'm not mad. Now, like this article says, it's very he said, she said at the moment. We don't know exactly what's going on. I will say this, Karrahbooo, if you do have proof that he used writers on the Let's Start Here album, put up some receipts, put out some proof. Because, hey, when the nigga said he ghostwritten for you, now, hey, that could only be the only song. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was there helping you with lyrics. But besides all that, the motherfucker pulled up, played the whole fucking verse. So you got some pictures. You got him in the studio with some people. Hey, let it be known, because the motherfucker had a whole verse that you did verbatim. Didn't really change anything. Nigga put your name in the verse like he was rapping it and pretending to be you. So, hey, we got to see some proof for everything. I wouldn't be surprised if he did have help on this side here, but let's see. Yachty's basically saying, no, he did not have help on it. She's saying, yes, he did. At this point, bro, I don't know when these niggas will stop feuding. I don't know. I feel like there's more to it, bro. I'm sorry. I feel like there's more to it at this point. But, hey, we'll see exactly what happens as this shit goes on. What do y'all think? Comment down below. Links in the description. Besides that, friendly neighborhood cat, hey. Let TJ Deadweiler doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. You trying to hit a little bit more though. You heard me. And I'm gone. Shalom, Zoom, peace, shot, gang. Aye.